What's up, people? What's up? How you doing? Welcome to another stream. Give me a second here. I gotta put this intro on. Somebody's calling me. Hey, what's up? Sorry about that phone call. I decided to answer. Okay, all right. So we're gonna get into part two with this, and we're gonna go over a lot of things. Uh, yeah, that was kind of strange, wasn't it? The whole how can you, or maybe okay. Let me read this because this is a very good point. Monty, I just listened to a little of your foodie stream this morning, and your point that PG couldn't spell her baby daddy name was 100% so strange. She doesn't fill out forms with his name on it often. It's either that or she was literally trying to throw everybody off. My whole opinion on this, I could be right, I could be wrong, is that she probably does know how to spell his name, but she just wants to people to not know that he had a YouTube channel because there's something she's hiding. Because she searched for his YouTube channel herself and made sure not to show his channel coming up. It probably came up way at the bottom, but she knows that because she probably has done this a copious amount of times. And then she tries to search his name with a different spelling to maybe throw people off. Who knows? So, with that said, who truly knows what she was trying to do? But at the end of the day, I think that makes a lot more sense considering that she originally said he didn't have a YouTube channel. Then she said, okay, he has a YouTube channel, but one video because the cops helped her remove the other videos. And then after that, it was YouTube who removed the videos. So something's going on with that. But yeah, that's a pretty fair point. I also want to bring up and bring to people's attention there's several different things or themes to how Purple Gator does things. And what I've noticed is that she likes to escalate where if you don't answer her, she will escalate by threatening you or she'll escalate by getting the police involved. So she'll start a track record saying going to her local PD and saying all types of shit on you. Can you imagine somebody sending you 70,000 messages and then going to the police about you when just weeks ago they were messaging you? Can you imagine that type of shit? Somebody calling you hundreds of times a day, emailing you dozens of times a day, leaving these long-winded, almost 5-minute voicemails and going to the police about you as if you're doing something wrong. But people do this type of shit. Oh, this is like literal textbook stalking and harassing behavior. It's actually really messed up. But this is what she's doing, which makes me think, what is up with this EPO? Did he actually do something wrong? Or is she just saying and doing things to get this guy into more trouble? So let me present something for you because this is very eye-opening to me and it's actually really scary. But I have a lot of these messages from PG All I honestly have to do is search curse words and they'll come up. So let me show you an example of the type of tactics. Are you really? Yeah, I'm still dealing with her. No, she's calling the police on me when she was the one who was doing bullshit. Can you imagine this shit? I'm actually gonna have a software calculate the number of text messages that I have from her. I'm pretty sure it's like about 70,000 or so messages. But here's one of the messages I want to bring up. So she goes this. Fuck you, Monty. Fuck you and your scam. I'm glad I didn't go see you. You didn't deserve this 5 year tight pussy, and I'm glad you didn't get it. I've exposed your shit, all because I'm an intuitive. You messed with the wrong one. I am calling for the last time. If you want to save this, answer the fucking phone. If you don't, you'll regret you ever messed with me. Last time, if you don't answer, I disappear quietly into another community forever. You will never hear or get my energy again. I will go where I'm valued, and it is not with you. Something, 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 whatever. But what does that mean? 5 year type pussy? What do you mean? What does that mean? Fish. What do you think it means? It means that she hasn't gotten any dicky dicky in 5 years, so she's gonna give me 5 year tight punani. But do you see like the casual threatening? It's like if you I'm calling for the last time. If you want to save this, answer the fucking phone. No, I don't want to answer the phone. Stop calling me. Oh boy, tell her to go. If I ever answered these messages, it would be even worse for me. She has a way of wording things a certain way, like okay, um if you don't do this, then I'm gonna do this. If you don't, you know, you better answer, else this is gonna happen to you. You either do this or this is gonna happen to you. I just need to ask you something, or I just need your opinion on something, or this is always some sort of like message that she knows how to tug at your emotions, is all I'm saying. And if I'm getting messages like this, she is literally giving messages to her ex just like this. Yeah, it's manipulation is what it is. She's trying everything to get you to answer the phone. Exactly. Do we need to go over the voicemails? Because she is literally doing and saying, you know who really pointed that out? Nolabu didn't see these messages, but Nolabu was so bang on, and I really gotta thank her. When Nolabu was like, Monty, what she's trying to do is she's trying to get you to answer. She'll do anything, she'll say anything. She is literally doing everything in her power. That's why she will literally be hot and cold with you. She'll be nice 1 minute, then the next minute she's really mean, because she is trying literally every single thing to try and get you to answer. And once you answer, it's game over for you, because she knows now what to say and do to get you to answer. The best thing for you to do is to never answer. And that's what I did. I never answered because I knew her game. This is the type of shit she's been doing. And if she's doing it to me, it's not her first or second or third time. She's doing it to other people. But hey, let us continue with this. I also got to add in, there's a lot of other things that I want to add to this. So I am going to do a lot more of my research. And I wonder, another thing that came up, there was a mention of what was the phrase and what was the phrase in what was it, it was what did Corey call somebody again, something to do with like weed, right? I forgot what it was, but let me look this up. But let's start this. Mary Jane, and she explained who this Mary Jane person. But Mary Jane, I don't know, Indica Queen. What was some of the other names that she was using? She was using Indica Queen. What else was she using? Like she used a lot of like weed stuff, right? So what else is coming? So there was like Indigo Queen, Beatus Beauty, Sleepy Kitty, Evil Queen. I wonder if she really truly was this Mary Jane person. Who knows? There's a lot of secrets and there's a lot of things I can't really trust. Yeah, I didn't even know she was freaking Sleepy Kitty. Who the hell? What the hell, man? Sleepy Kitty of all people. Okay. But what can I say? Yeah, it really could have been a name for her. Who truly knows? Who really yeah. Anyways, let's get into this, people. Let's go. All right, people. I have no idea what the hell happened. I'm sorry. This just crapped out on me. But let me start again. Okay, here we go, and here we go. Sorry about that. Uh, it was StreamYards. It started to act up on me. Who is this troll boy trying to call me and say what? I think S Jam was the one who got me last night. Really do think it was him. What's up, Blue Eyes? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Dolores, what's up? Pink Glitter Cipher, Random Fish, hi there. We got Mons. Who else we got in here? Hound Lover, welcome. What's up, Edna? Girl Magic, what's going on? How you doing?
Officer, what is my best bet at this option?
Again, he's shouting out into the void at nothing.
Confine in me, please.
Hey Ash, what's
They're
up?
not responding to you because they're not there.
Are you still there, sir? You have not acknowledged me. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Officer, acknowledge me, sir. No.
And yes, you guys will also hear him do that as well. You'll hear him just randomly shout words that don't make any sense. You'll randomly hear him yelling. You'll even hear him mumble things that you do not understand and do not make any sense. Don't try to make sense of it. Just listen. All right. And it's going to be a lot of black screen. I told you guys this was boring ass content. But if you're determined to make something out of nothing, then you're going to sit up and tolerate with me with it at the same time. All right. This is ridiculous that I have to do this. Absolutely ridiculous.
Well, she didn't have to do this, but what she could have done is get the man some help, especially if you do have a child with him. That's what I would think. That's a commitment. That's why you got to take things like that seriously. Get the man some help. He's schizophrenic. And if he is schizophrenic, then you know this is some of the things that happen with people who have schizophrenia. So help him as much as possible. So why wasn't there any help? She's saying that his family distanced themselves away from him. So what happened with her? Why didn't she help? But then again, she said she had an EPO, right?
So again,
So
I
why
came
did
out
you
to the
have it?
window and the officers would not acknowledge me, would not even talk to me. And no, I know better.
I just want to add, if any of my family members was like this, uh, there's no way we could have this happen. There is no way whatsoever. Uh, in fact, you know what? When I lived in Jamaica, I mean, I've told you where I came from, right? I literally came from middle of nowhere, middle of nothing, where it didn't have any power, didn't have any running water. We had to catch water. We had kerosene lamps and whatnot. There was a person that lived in the community, and he wasn't mentally well. But you know what? My family, because of the proximity, my family did take good care of this individual. And whenever he was, of sound mind, which was really depends, because certain days he'd literally be cursing up a storm for like 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Then all of a sudden he's fine, and then he's back at it maybe a couple weeks later. But we always made sure that he was okay, because I would think it's a community responsibility, especially if you want to be a tight knit community, to just really help each other out. So yeah, Ash says, so why didn't somebody try and help him? He must have had the next of kin apart from PG. PG says his family members distanced themselves. Now I'm not even sure if I can actually believe that, because there's a lot of things that, I mean, it sounds reasonable that people do that these days. There's people who will be selfish. Maybe they have their own issues. Maybe they don't want to deal with somebody else's issue. You find it weird she knows everything that's going on with him. That is also true. It's
My
kind of
cats are
like
looking at you.
she knows what's going on. She was there in real time. Like she was there and watching the comments. Maybe she was part of the comment section. Yeah, we had to catch water. Like
My neighbor was
literally.
looking at you more than they were looking at me. I know you're right around the corner. You did not acknowledge me.
Monty, she slips up and says she was there. Yeah, I believe that, based on my own experiences of her lurking. Did you notice right after my part one PG stream, she immediately does a chill stream? I don't think that was a coincidence. She was watching my stream, she finished watching it, and then what she did was start her chill stream. Exactly, Fish.
At this point in time, I know for a single fact that there are 2 police officers outside my door and will not acknowledge me.
Spoiler alert, there's nobody there. None. Absolutely none. So, what can you guys take away from this? There's no active murder investigation. How can it be a murder investigation when it was classified as a suicide from day one?
Oh my god,
Ask
why?
yourselves that question.
We already asked ourselves that question, and just because it was closed as that doesn't mean it can't be reinvestigated. Why is she so strung up on saying it's still an unalive? Is he white? Yeah, I would say so. I mean, with the last name Green, and he looks like the typical Midwest type of guy, doesn't he?
There's
Well,
nothing happening, ladies and gentlemen.
well, I could always be wrong. I mean, I did have a native friend who had blonde hair and blue eyes, but he was mixed. He was like half Polish, half native. So you never know with people. But I would say that yeah, he looks like he's a Caucasian guy.
We are watching footage from 2020. There is nothing happening.
Did she say that? Did she say that her child was biracial?
If ands or buts, they will not talk to me. They were told not to.
They're not there. That's why.
So something tells me that things are very wrong. Stop.
Her child does not look biracial to me. 100% he doesn't.
Taking pictures.
In fact,
So
he more has like dirty blonde hair.
a lot of people were going in and like screenshotting things. So when you hear him like kind of like almost like growl that out, he could see them actually like screenshotting the pictures supposedly. That's what he's complaining about. I'm just trying to narrate for you guys as needed.
He could what? Hear them screenshot? Huh?
The pictures supposedly. That
Does that make any sense? He could hear them
Pictures.
screenshot?
So a lot of people were going in and like screenshotting things. So when you hear him like kind of like almost like growl that out, he could see them actually like screenshotting the pictures supposedly. That's what he's complaining about. I'm just trying to narrate for you guys as needed.
Yeah, my cats are watching you. That's how.
Yeah, I think this is Mons. You explained this really well. She is victimizing herself. She's making herself look as the victim here, while the true victim is this gentleman who lost his life due to lack of care, lack of empathy, lack of sympathy, lack of his family really giving a shit about him and having somebody that would, to the extent, send him messages, that are vicious and nasty and vile. So, who truly knows what was going on? And how does she know people were taking screenshots in his chat? How does she know that much when she said that she had no contact with them? This doesn't make any sense. Doesn't that seem fishy to you? She's saying that she had an EPO, she had no contact with them, but yet she can literally give a play by play of things happening in this specific live stream that he did. Why is that?
How messed up this is. I'm not doing it. That's them.
Wait a second. What reasoning did she give for sending me the picture with her former dom? What was the reasoning? What did she say about that?
I am asking them what they're charging me with, and they're not saying a word.
That's because they're not there and that's not real. That's why.
They are outside my front door
No,
right now
no.
It's called
and
folie
have
à
nothing to
deux.
say to me.
Folie à deux is what you're talking about. That is actually a thing that is real. I don't have the accent on my A, but it's known as shared psychosis or shared delusional disorder. It's actually a psychiatric syndrome that is known and fairly common. I mean, lots of symptoms are and stuff are transmitted from one individual to another. So there you go. That's what you're talking about, Ash.
No.
After what they told my mom,
Your mom wasn't there.
and I expressed to the world, I know better than to open that door. I'm not a dumbass. I've dealt with that before. Now, they need to actually present what they're trying to charge me with.
Really? That what she said? She sent a pic of that man and said in her community tab that she sent it so Monty would see she was okay with people like Monty. And everyone in the comments was like, people like him. Yeah, the guy was black. It's that big burly black guy that there's pictures of him out there now, but with his face covered, thank God. Because I truly still don't know if that truly was her dom, nor does it truly matter now. I mean, she says a lot of things, but can you really believe it? Red Sequence says it's so funny that she's trying to give feedback about someone that is mentally ill. She'll almost mocking him. Ah, you thought he was the baby daddy? No, that was the dom. Her baby daddy is this gentleman here.
Get it, Tiger? Huh? Huh? Yeah. Apparently, you guys have contacted everybody I know, already told them about me.
Ah, that's not your dominant. Is that Martha or Lola? That's his cat, not mine. My two girls are here with me and they're resting because it's actually a very hot day. Oh my god, you guys are bringing up the whole hacking the computer thing. Do you know how much bullshit I had to go through with her talking about I'm hacking her computer, and when she leaves and comes back, things are deleted and it's me because I'm hacking her computer? It was like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And how the hell am I supposed to defend against somebody who could literally make anything and everything up? And what am I supposed to say? Oh, Monty's hacking my computer. Oh, files are missing from my computer. Must be Monty. No, it's you with your DID bullshit. You're doing it or you're lying about it.
So that is also the part that I was talking about when I told you guys, basically, when I told you guys that he was worried about the thing with him being gay. He was concerned that it had actually gotten back to his family. This is the part where he's talking about that. I just didn't realize it was like 2 videos down.
Words to your mother you cannot take back.
That's what he means by that. Sorry, guys. And I know that just this guy is a very narrow-minded guy, okay? He I don't know how to describe him. I don't feel like I would be able to do it justice, but carry on. I guess I don't know what else to say here. Just
What? She said that you know how to work anything because you know how to work text now or whatever. What the hell does working text now have to do with hacking? She has no understanding of even how to access another person's computer. Because you know how to work text now, you mean like get a internet number and text somebody means you're now a hacker? Does that make any sense?
sorry.
That don't make no
For
sense.
instance, the one that you told her last night.
But people are still listening to this woman prant on and parade in the chat while she made up the most ridiculous things over and over and over again.
That I knew was a setup the entire time. I knew. Just play the game. I knew that those were people at a desk catfishing. But still tried.
Okay, so to clarify on that, he constantly thinks that he's going to be rated for something. Keep in mind, this is when his addictions were the strongest. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to be too brutal here. I do want to be respectful, but at the same time, please just know he was very heavy in addiction at this moment. All right. He thinks that everybody he's talking to is real and all of this is happening. It is not happening, ladies and gentlemen. That's because there's no police, there's no FBI, there's no nothing. All right. There's not. This is just somebody who really needed treatment and somebody who unfortunately never got the help they needed.
Yeah, and he could have gotten the help, but no one gave him the help. It's actually pretty sad.
I am in no harm to anyone else or myself. I've already dealt with that and achieved better.
You mean pink glitter? You mean if there were? How does she know that if there wasn't any contact?
Again, he's shouting into the void to people that aren't even there.
I believe this. Built to Spill says, I feel like she escalated the paranoia with her mental disorders. Eventually, in the relationship, and both needed treatment. It's a sad outcome for their kids. Exactly. It is. And
The same truck.
yeah, she's trying to push everything to him. He was sick, this, he had substance abuse issues. But what about her?
I knew it was your guys's.
She knew because his friends told her that? Hmm. If they are mutual friends, that would make sense. But she knows a little bit too much.
Anti-spy mobile.
What's up, Rudy?
Distraction. No. Play on.
And so he had two devices. So you're actually hearing one of the devices that were going off at the time.
Yeah. Play on.
And no, I did not provide him the phone before anyone asked me. I have no idea which girlfriend that came from.
That guy. He's in the back, but where you hide him? He's elusive.
What's her past like?
Tiger knows where he's at.
Huge mystery. Pretty huge mystery. But like I said, if you want to know more, go over into BookTube. If you don't know what BookTube is, it's just YouTube where people review books. So she was telling me, yeah, you could do well on BookTube as soon as like a very popular book comes out. The first person to like review it typically gets, most of the views. So if somebody can read like an entire book in like a day, half a day, 2 days, then you're good. But typically, if you can read the whole book in a day, then you're great. Review the book and then boom. You wanna make a quesadilla and add broccoli? Sure, add your broccoli. I wish I knew a lot of answers here, people, but I can only know certain things because there are a lot of like weird flags that I wish I knew now that I can see in a lot of people, the way how they like interact with people. a very socially stunted behavior, always shifting blame to someone else rather than accepting responsibility for their own actions. Like night and day, I can see it immediately now, but I couldn't see it back then. She's clearly stalking me. She is stalking me, Pink Glitter.
Hello, officer. Do I yet have somebody I can talk to?
Oh, wait a second. I gotta look at something because somebody said that they looked something up. And
Keys. Shut the fuck up. Nope. Games.
this is so sad.
Okay, so he's mostly just kind of like rummaging around right now in his house. Never really slept much. Always had sleeping issues. It was mostly because of the substances. But there were a lot of long, sleepless nights like this. And you will hear the cat in the background. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this was a duplex. So when this fire happened, it was a duplex. There was an occupant in the duplex across from him. Okay? This is also something Monty would not have known because he likes to pull shit out of his ass and doesn't know anything.
So, no, what I would say is I don't know.
And just for the record, I know somebody's thinking it, so I'm just going to answer the question now. Yes, the neighbor was okay. Luckily, at the time, the neighbor was not there, but when she came back, she had a big situation on her hands to deal with, that's for sure. I mean, I've never spoken to that neighbor before. I don't have any communication with any of these people. So just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. That's only a fact that you're going to get directly from me, and that is not something Monty would know.
Jeez, come on. Fuck on.
Oh my god. So he unfortunately passed away in the morning because I found the article of the whole incident. Oh, why was it updated 2 years ago? Okay, I'm not even sure if it's even appropriate to like even put this up here because I still wanna be respectful. Oh, interesting. They spelt his name with an E, but then again, it is a news article. They're not always going to know if somebody's name is spelled without the E. if their name's Corey. Okay, I'll put it up. Give me a second.
Oh, yes, you're wrong.
All right, I'll put it up. Give me a moment.
Controller.
And I have no idea what he's looking for. No idea. This was 2020. No freaking clue.
Okay, all right, give me a second. All right, I'll read the article since people are asking. I'll do it in a very respectful manner. So here it is. So here's the article. The name matches out, and the date matches as well. So it all actually happened in the morning. So here is the news, the excerpt. Let me put it on the screen. Give me a second here. Okay, so here it is. Let me play this first. Okay.
Israel Investment Properties
Oh,
looking to buy a place.
skip.
Duquesne police say a male is dead after a house fire today on East 10th in Duquesne. Happened around 9:30 this morning. Authorities have not released the victim's name, and they say they are investigating the death. 3 fire departments responded to the fire.
3 fired. Was the fire really that huge? Okay, can we hear this again? I'm sorry.
Israel Investment Properties looking to buy a.
Duquesne police say a male is dead after a house fire today on East 10th in Duquesne. Happened around 9:30 this morning. Authorities have not released the victim's name, and they say they are investigating the death. 3 fire departments responded to the fire.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I don't even know what to say.
Duquesne.
So it says Duquesne, Missouri. Authorities released the name of a man found dead after a house fire is put out in. I would think it would be Duquesne, but it's Duquesne, Missouri. On Monday, October the 12th, 2020, police received a call around 9:30 about a fire at a duplex on East 10th Street. Joplin, Webb City, and Duneweg fire departments responded. After putting out the fire, firefighters found a deceased man inside. They have identified him as Corey Green, 36, who lived at the home. Authorities are still investigating the cause of his death and the fire. That seemed like a very serious fire because even like the windows are broken out and everything. Yeah, like was it really that serious? I mean, it could be that serious. Should we listen to this again? That's why she talks about multiple jurisdictions. Maybe he borders several places. Yeah, I would never have thought this was Duquesne, how it's spelled, but he was actually in Duquesne, Missouri. I wonder how far that is. Let's listen to this one more time. I'll listen to this one more time and let's take a look at what it. Oh my God, that ad!
Israel Investment Properties.
Stop it,
looking
ad!
to buy a place in Israel? We are here to help.
Stop it! All right, please play. Are you gonna play?
Duquesne police say a male is dead after a house fire today on East 10th in Duquesne. Happened around 9:30 this morning. Authorities have not released the victim's name, and they say they are investigating the death. 3 fire departments responded to the fire.
Wow, oh man, that is so heavy. So that fire is more serious than we thought it was. Okay, and now I need to find out where the hell Duquesne is. But man, this is so sad.
End it or not? I just need to find the fucking keys.
Oh, well, he just answered my question. So apparently he's looking for his keys, which apparently the officer told me. He's like, "Do you know anything about keys?" And I was like, "Nope, absolutely don't." So he said he kept saying that he was looking for his keys because he wanted to leave, and his keys were right underneath the couch the whole time. And I'm just like, "Yep, that's my ex. That explains it all in one sentence. Don't know what else to tell you."
I threw him over here.
Hey Daisy, how's it going?
Tiger. Not right this second, buddy.
Yeah, that was a serious fire. So we're literally watching him super early in the morning, the same morning that he unfortunately passed away. May he rest in peace. I didn't even think of like the super significance of it, but no, she was being serious. This is literally hours before the entire incident happened. That was a big fire. It was. How do you know all this, Mexico Incorporated?
Oh, I thought it was so late.
Okay, if you know all this, why isn't the son listed on the obituary? Because I kind of didn't want to bring it up, but since you're here and you seems to be so knowledgeable about the entire thing, looking at his obituary, it's listed that he's survived by a lot of people, and you would think that they would list that he's survived by his son, but it's literally not here. They talk about his mother, her husband, one brother, a sister, two nephews, grandparents, two uncles, three aunts, and several cousins, but literally nothing about his own son. Why is that?
Oh. They're lost, dude. Don't understand. Green spirit. Put on the spot.
Because they're in denial about the
Guys, I
son.
know you're growing impatient. I'm looking hard.
Yeah, the son isn't in the obituary. Um, is okay. I guess I'm gonna have to ask. Messy Cow, are you purple glitter?
Okay, I heard him yell, but I'm actually working on dishes and I'm actually just kind of like playing this in the background for you guys. So I don't know what he's yelling about, but I guess I'll go back to doing dishes and letting you guys just listen to this because this doesn't even phase me. I don't know what this was supposed to do, playing this content, how it was supposed to phase me, but clearly it's not fucking phasing me. All right. I don't know what the point of this was.
No, you have to be trolling. No, you're not. You're not purple glitter. You have to be trolling.
I don't know what the point of Monty streaming it tomorrow is, other than the trolls get to all go in and laugh at something that they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. And if you're going to stream my content, Monty, you could at least get your fucking facts right. Stop stealing my past. Don't take my trauma and turn it into fucking views. It's disgusting that you're doing that, period.
I'm in disbelief. I'm in disbelief. Are you serious? You have to be kidding me. You're not purple glitter. You cannot be purple glitter in this stream after everything that has happened.
It's a really bad day in girl world when Monty can't get his shit together. I will say that.
Why wouldn't the son be in the obituary other than he is not the actual baby daddy? I guess it's contested that he's the actual father. Interesting.
Okay.
And he's still looking for the keys. That's what I just realized. It's still the keys. Still hasn't found them.
You think it's PG? I mean, I wouldn't put it past as like they're out of out of nowhere behavior, man.
So, kitchen. Limes. That.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. How would you know so much? I mean, yeah. That's a good question. Please prove to us you're PG by telling us something only PG would know. Mexico Incorporated.
Yeah, man. No, I don't know before.
I'm really in shock right now. Yeah, this is a good question. Why did she have a TPO against this man?
And I'm still here, you guys. It's just there's nothing for me to narrate. So I'm just kind of waiting for something to narrate on.
No, I'm gonna let it keep recording. There's a difference. No, there is a difference. Stop elaborating. If I want to play with my phone, that means something. If I don't, it means another. Oh, look at my face. What, you got like a tablet in your hand?
It's
Where do I
pretty,
look? Up, down?
it's pretty obvious he's slashing furniture.
It's right there. Or right there.
Okay. All right, I know how to prove this. Hey, Christine, what's up? All right, if this is truly PG, then we need you to say something on your community tab right now. On your Karma Glitter channel, say something right now, and then we can believe whether you are PG or you're not PG.
How long has that been there? The entirety of me, you, and Brandon's relationship that's been there? Yeah, you got the eyebrow.
Okay, I don't know what the deal was with the whole eyebrow thing, but
Hey, Lynn, how's it
whatever.
going? Yeah, something's going on there because there's no way in hell. Yeah, it's really weird. Why would you leave the sun out? The sun's the sun, so. Yeah, put and say that messy cow is your sock. Is it there now? Okay, let me check. No way. What the Ooh, you crazy bitch. You crazy. It's you. Why you in this chat? Why are you here? Oh my god, it's her. Like I thought somebody's truly fucking with me. I really thought, but no, it's really her. Do you understand that there are boundaries between people? And if you're gonna complain about somebody, if you're gonna complain about somebody and call the cops on them, then the least you can do is fucking not come into their chat and be casually answering questions. Do you understand how fucked up that is? Do you understand how really fucked up to actually do this and come in my stream after fucking saying calling the cops on me, saying all this crazy shit, and then you're in here just casually messaging as if nothing just happened? Am I the only one who kind of thinks this is messed up? Or like this is not right? Like there needs to be a boundary here. Yeah, like if you're doing this shit to me, calling the cops and then interacting under a suck account, what the fuck were you doing to this man? What were you doing to this man? This is really fucked up. Cause I'm like, no, somebody's trolling me for real. There's no fucking way that she's gonna do this shit and come in under another name. There's no fucking way. But this is actually really fucked up. Yeah. Am I the only one who thinks this is really messed up right now? All right, man. Okay. Okay. It's actually fucking you psychopath. Like that is not normal. This is not a normal thing to do. You do understand that, right?
No. So I do not deserve this. Period.
Right, Marie? I'm kind of understanding that I'm never gonna be left alone if you're somebody seriously gonna do all this shit, say all these nasty things about me, and then come into my chat casually and just start talking away like nothing's happening. Yeah, and once again, yeah, she said today she's going no contract, and she comes in and starts talking. Look at this shit. Yeah, of course she did. She played games with him as well.
Just blow it up. How many friends do you have on here? Over 500 plus. Get up there, Tiger.
Okay, so if anybody cares, I think that he was actually just kind of looking over his stats and his numbers, and for whatever the reason, he was impressed with that. I don't freaking know. Anyway, carry on.
I mean, there was actually 500 people watching. That's pretty impressive. But why, if there was actually 500 people watching him, why were there 500 people watching the man?
That's where you want to be. Be there. All you have to hit is select and down. It doesn't take skills, monkey.
And by the way, he
It's
was
so easy to do. Like, are you seeing this? Easy.
he's actually yelling at the chat there. And you can
No.
You can see in the reflection of his glasses that there are two devices. No, neither one of them are mine. And no, I didn't pay for either one of those devices. I'm sure some little side chick did, though.
I am intoxicated. And that makes things even easier.
Yeah, this guy was a human being.
Other than the blurred vision, but
He was a father, supposedly, allegedly. He wanted a better life, but it didn't work out that way because he didn't get the help that he needed.
makes things easier.
It's actually very sad that when you see his face, you know, I'm sure his parents cared about him in certain ways, even though PG says they removed themselves from him.
Basically, he's sitting there blocking people.
La Rosa. Mi familia.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You narrate everything that I do. I can hear you through my speaker system. So continue to talk. I hear you.
Okay, he's just blocking still. More blocking.
All right, since she won't stop coming into my chats, yeah, what about the second child, okay? Because the kid that is in your photo at the wedding, that's your kid. But who's the second child? What do you keep saying kids for?
So fucked up. This entire time.
And this is what happens right before he gets mad. He just starts sputtering stuff and then he starts screaming.
So fucked up. This entire time. So fucked up. That same truck just cruises around. Yet. Watch your animals. Okay. I've still yet to find my keys. My keys to my scooter, my keys to, the thing that gets me back and forth to work.
His scooter.
Did-
So he rode on a scooter and he didn't have a car. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with not having a car. Lots of us don't have a car. I mean, I was even thinking of getting something electric. It's a lot easier to get around sometimes.
Did you just say, yeah, he's going to need a ride? For real? I'm independent. I don't need somebody to take care of me. Oh, yeah, I do now because I found out my best friend's girlfriend was an informant.
Not true. The best friend's girlfriend is not an informant. Not an informant, ladies and gentlemen. Part of the illness, all right? Just know that she's not an informant.
And the only reason you guys are still outside my house is waiting on the warrant.
No, there's no warrant. There's no nothing. That's because there's no police there.
All right, so he got into a bad car accident that caused him car trauma. Scooter he felt safer on. Okay.
I already know.
No,
I already know.
no.
So I found out the truth about my ex-friend's girlfriend. She's an informant working for the police. After everything she's done and the whole craziness pulling the card.
Just to be clear, he is not talking about me. All right? He is not talking about me. He is referencing Brandon's girlfriend.
Okay, all right, wait a second. Let me get this here. So you're saying you were not in communication. How many times have you come into my chats, PG, under different Slack accounts and yet go on your streams and tell people, like, if they're stupid, that you're not in communication with me? When you're interacting, when you're trying to call me, when you've texted me, when you've emailed me. How many times have you repeatedly tell people you're not talking to me, you haven't tried to contact me, you haven't tried to call me, you haven't tried to email me, and I prove them otherwise? Do you really think that I would ever think that you would come into my chat today after all the shit you've said and done the last few days? No, I would never thought in a fucking 1,000 years you'd be in my chat. But yet here you are in my freaking chat. But we're supposed to believe you were not in communication with this man, just like how you're not supposed to be in communication with me.
Because he also slept with Brandon's girlfriend. Again, something you wouldn't know unless you were me. All right. Which is why he's so blackout angry, mad at this woman, because now this is just a dumpster fire at this point, ladies and gentlemen. He is screaming about Brandon's girlfriend because he also slept with her. This is why they had a falling out. But again, you wouldn't know this information, and Monty wouldn't know it either.
Oh, you watching my video? Good. So I can be a little bit louder. At this point, the whole craziness of you just claiming that you're incapable of having a job. You've had a job this entire time.
Again, he is not addressing me. He is yelling at Brandon's girlfriend, and I think is actually his fiance now, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to fact check that. I don't really keep up with these people. So again, he is yelling at Brandon's girlfriend in this clip, and that's who he's continued to yell at, just so we're all on the same page.
I'm still can't believe that
Come
everything
the hell on.
Purple Glitter is
You
in
could
this
have pulled
chat.
your weight, yet chose not to. When Brandon,
Not talking to me. Again, already referencing Brandon. This is Brandon's girlfriend. Not me, ladies and gentlemen. Not me. Brandon's girlfriend.
And was struggling the whole 9 yards. You still stayed with him. I really don't know why. Because you had no job. He had no job. And now the setup. Now the setup.
Okay, and we have reached the end of that video. We're just going to go find the video where he talks to me directly. I do believe it's the next video below, and then we'll kind of, yeah, this is it. So this is the video.
All right, so you're saying the man broke into your house, PG. We were not in communication. So that is why you're saying he broke into your house. And is that why you got an EPO? Because he broke into your house? When did he break into your house? Wait a second. What is this? When did he break in? When was this? When was this? When was this? Okay, so when did he break into your house, PG? If you could answer that question. Yeah, which year? Which year did he break in?
Where he actually kind of addresses me and my son both. There is a little clip in here where he does have some final words to me, and it does end up being his last final words to me. I'm going to go ahead and play that with you all today, and we'll just kind of wrap things up after that from here. I know it's been
All right, so you got a filing on June 20th for a protection, June 20th, 2016 protection order for Child Protection Act. And on the 21st of the filing date, June 21st, 2016, you got an order for adult abuse stalking from Duquesne, Missouri. Respondent acting pro se, respondent acting pro se. So you got 2 protection orders out.
been a really
Back
weird
in
day for a lot of
2016.
you guys. Okay. I know a lot of you guys don't really understand why Glitter is so mad about shit and why Glitter is not acting right and why Glitter is just a little bit more irritated than normal. That's because Glitter does not want to put up with this shit anymore. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, no more. Clearly, if I am sitting here watching the content with you all, the content does not bother me. Clearly.
Oh, okay. That is very true. So how long was your protection order against this man if this is from 2016? Because you got one on June the 20th, 2016, and one on June the 21st, 2016.
All right. This is a part of my past that I've had to shut down and just go on from. I lost my grandmother and I lost my son's father a week apart. They passed literally a week apart. I had to prioritize. I chose to be there for my side of the family and for my grandmother and to help make those arrangements, to help get them settled. So I didn't have time to process his death. All right. I had to choose my grandmother. I had to choose my family and I had to act accordingly. Okay. That's why this doesn't affect me the same way that you think it would, because you don't understand the history here and you're never going to understand. And you're sure the hell not going to understand it through Monty, of all people, because he would not know all of these details, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't know fuck all from Adam right now. It really irritates me, Monty, that you think you can make views off of my trauma. I don't care who I'm offending. I don't care. It is my trauma, and I can say whatever the hell I want with it. We're going to watch the final video, and that is going to be it. I am warning you guys, it's not a good video. Okay? It's not. He has a lot of things to say to me, and I'll let you know right before he addresses me in the video. This is an hour and 38 minutes. We're not going to watch the full thing. I'll take you guys to the part where he addresses me after just a few minutes. But
Right. So the protective order was not in effect in 2020, PG. Why didn't you say that before? So if you're renewing it 2 years at a time, so In and about late June, you keep renewing it. So you probably did it June again, late June, maybe early July 2018. Then you were supposed to do it in 2020, but you didn't do it. But you were saying in your live streams that you had an EPO against them. So what you really had was a PO, protective order, that you didn't renew because you literally just said that it was due for renewal at the time of his passing. So you didn't have any protective order against him. So why didn't you just say that?
Here we go.
Why are you making things seem one way when you're not?
Really sitting in lawn chairs in my front yard.
Okay, spoiler alert, they're not there. They're still not there. All right. They've never been there this entire time. It's the schizophrenia, ladies and gentlemen. All right. You know, earlier when I was whining and preaching and everything else, saying not everybody has the same mental illness, this is what I mean. Different strokes for different folks, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Not all illnesses are the same. They are not. If you learn anything from watching this content tonight, please learn this. If you're not sure if you need help, if you want to get help, just don't question it. Go get the help. Don't let yourself get to this state. Okay?
What? I didn't renew it because he did. And yes, I did have a protective order. You can call them and ask. Go ahead. Oh, because, okay, I didn't renew it because he died. And yes, I did have a protective order. You can call them and ask.
I wish he could have gotten the help. I wish he could have gotten better. I wish he could have gotten to the person that I knew before the addictions. That was who the person that I fell for prior to the addictions. All right. Only few people are going to get that. But he does address me in this video. There's just no other words for it. There's no way to prepare you guys for what he's going to say. So let him carry on. But just so you're aware, there's nobody there. There's no chief of police. There's no FBI. There's no CIA. There's absolutely nothing. Nothing is happening, and it's all in his head.
Hey, Targapal, what's up? How you doing? We're just here. Like I said, I'm actually still in shock right now because somebody in the chat was knowing a little bit too much than they would know. I honestly thought it was a troll, just, really good on the fly of making stuff up. That seems pretty credible, but no, it wasn't a troll. It was actually Purple Glitter as Messy Cow Incorporated. Didn't even know she was Messy Cow Incorporated. And she confirmed it by going on her Karma Glitter page and saying that it's her. So I am actually still in shock right now that she's in here after literally doing the most the past couple of days. And you would think after saying repeatedly, yeah, I'm gonna go no contact with this person, but yet manages to still be in my chats and starts answering questions. That's not no contact. And if you're doing this to me, what the hell are you doing to this man, to other people in your community, to other people on the internet? Because you're saying one thing and you're consistently doing the other. If you say you're no longer gonna contact somebody, then don't contact them. Don't go in their chats and you're interacting with them without them knowing, because that is a violation. Because if it was literally the other way around, if I kept on doing the same shit that Purple Glitter is doing, what would this community think? What would people think? I'll probably be in jail right now already, right? I would be doing this shit, but here she is getting away with it, saying all types of mess. Probably tomorrow gonna talk more shit and then come back and chat again under another suck account that I don't know about.
All right. All right.
Waiting for me to leave.
No, they're not.
They have not a warrant yet. They have not the chief here. that I've asked them to have. They've been watching me for a long time. To find out it's been 2 years that they've been watching me.
So wait, so you don't care if I come in your chest. The whole point of the thing is you don't call the police on somebody, say that they're harassing you, and then you go in their fucking chats. That's really effed up and psychotic behavior. Why would you do that? Why? It's not normal. You don't say somebody is doing this to you. You don't say somebody is doing that to you, and then you're still interacting with them. What the hell is wrong with you?
Spoiler alert, they're not watching him. They've never watched him. Okay? They haven't. That was the first thing they said to me when they called me. They said, by the way, and I said, I know you guys weren't there. Okay? They were like, oh, good. We didn't want to have to explain it again. And I'm like, no, I knew you guys weren't there. And they were like, oh, so you knew he was sick, right? And I'm like, well, I'm clearly not a doctor, and clearly there's something wrong, but he chose not to get the help. This is what happens when you don't get help.
They have cameras inside of my house.
No, they do not. There were never any cameras. There's not any cameras now. There never were, never has been.
And I don't know how they did that because my landlord never even had a key until like 3 months ago.
Don't make a video stating where I live then. That's not normal. It seems you don't understand the seriousness of this. Like, I'm not playing around with you. You did something and you should face the consequences for it, okay? And if I blatantly say maybe in my title you live X, Y, and Z, then I get it. But you're saying don't make a video stating where I live, but yet you make a video stating where you live. And what's really messed up, you say it's illegal to record an officer, but yet you record an officer yesterday talking about how you're filing reports against me. Like, how messed up in the head can you be to say something is one way and oh, that's illegal, Monty, you shouldn't do that, why are you recording officers, that's weird, and then you turn around and do this? Then you tell people some stupidity that if your YouTube account is dormant for 1 year, then the videos get deleted like we're stupid. We're not stupid, okay? That is such a stupid ass lie. And the bolder are your lies, and the more idiotic your lies are. Yeah, she's done drive arounds. She's posted her name in her videos. She's posted going on CaseNet showing all of the stuff she's got into. Like, it's all out there. So like, why does it even matter? She's the one who did it. And it all started with her stupidly using her name as her Instagram account after multiple times of me be like, you better not do that because this is girl world. Go use another name. And every single day she come back with her name as her Instagram account. And that's how your ass got found out.
If these are the last words out of my mouth, I would like you to know I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I was just being honest.
And he's not addressing me here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who he's addressing in that comment, but it's not to me.
And what felt good felt good.
Oh, well, he's talking about Brandon and the girlfriend again. That's what that is.
And I mean that.
So, friendly reminder, he was just talking to Brandon's girlfriend. That was not directed at me at all. Keep in mind, this was 2020. Restraining order is still active, ladies and gentlemen. Still active at the time of this recording.
All right, so here she says the restraining order is still active. Okay, I'm gonna have to really look into this stuff. I really do and see if it was truly active or if it wasn't active because there's some ambiguity going on right now.
Why would you do that to someone?
Brandon's girlfriend.
Rest in peace, Corey.
Bring his own mother that he's tried to hide that from, and then bluntly tell her, like I told you, I will hate you for the rest of my life because of what you did. I kept it a secret. I've kept it away.
And if you're confused or lost, he's talking about the whole gay situation. That's why he's being dramatic and kind of over dramatizing things a little bit. That's what he's talking about. He thinks that somebody went to his family and that somebody told his family who and what he really is. Now, I will say this, okay? When he and I actually split up, I already had a suspicion that he was gay. All right. I already had the suspicion. There were just certain signs that I was recognizing. And I was young, dumb, and naive. I give people too much credit where they don't deserve it. And I give people one too many chances. That's just who I am. All right. Um, I had suspicions that he was potentially gay. And that doesn't bother me personally. If that's who you are, be who you are. You're not going to offend me. All right. Now, it would offend somebody like him, but it won't offend somebody like me. But I do agree in the sense that this is a very brutal way to attack somebody, to tell somebody's family to go out of their way. And it just feels so vicious and so plotted. Do I think it was Brandon's ex-girl or Brandon's girlfriend that did it? I have no idea. It could have been trolls. It could have been Brandon's girlfriend. I have no idea. I'm not going to know any different because I was not there. I was not in communication with this gentleman. And I
So what? We're blaming it on Brandon's girlfriend now? Is that what we're doing? So what if you're not there and you don't know? So then why would you just out somebody like that? Just basically point your finger and say,
had some
I wasn't there, but I think it's Brandon's girlfriend who did it to him.
Now, it would offend somebody like him, but it won't offend somebody like me. But I do agree in the sense that this is a very brutal way to attack somebody, to tell somebody's family to go out of their way. And it just feels so vicious and so plotted. Do I think it was Brandon's ex-girl or Brandon's girlfriend that did it? I have no idea. It could have been trolls. It could have been Brandon's girlfriend. I have
This is something fishy because somebody brought up this exact statement that Fish has on the screen. They were like, don't be surprised if it was PG acting under a suck account because we've seen her with a multitude of suck accounts on YouTube. I actually wouldn't be surprised if she has a multitude of suck accounts on Facebook under different names. Jesus, this is literally like Foodie Beauty. It parallels in so many ways with the Bisayons, the Pondus, the Cheyenne Wolves. This is seriously paralleling this. This person mentioned me like, Monty, do not be surprised if Purple Glitter was under a SEC account, even use the name of a real person and was telling this man all sorts of stuff. Do not be surprised because the level of like what she's doing right now is just way too out there.
I have no idea. I'm not going to know any different because I was not there. I was not in communication with this gentleman, and I had an active restraining order against him for a reason. For a reason. Please remember that.
Oh, not far enough? I kept it away from them.
No, Monty, I don't treat all men the same. Okay, sure. Sure. I wouldn't be surprised if I have multiple reports of all types of like shit that I'm allegedly doing in Joplin, Missouri.
I kept it away from my friends, kept it away from my family.
But you didn't hide it from me because I knew. I knew way early in the game, and I didn't want to think it was true. I didn't. I just wanted to believe that it was a rumor. I didn't want to know that I was the cover up. It doesn't bother me that you were gay. It doesn't bother me at all. I want you to be who you are. So, anyway, guys, I hope you understand what's going on here. I hope you realize that this is a very tricky situation. And I don't have answers for everything. I just don't.
Now, for the rest of my life, I'm looked down upon.
So he's basically trying to say that, oh, because you exposed me to my family, now I'm shunned from my family, and my family hates me, my family da 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 da. But here's the flip side of this to what nobody will tell you. The family pulled away from what I understood, from what was relayed to me. What I understood was the family pulled away because his addictions were so bad that he was refusing help. That's the story that I was told. Okay. Take with it what you will, but I can only explain this so many times.
And I haven't even seen my family since February 9th. Actually, February 10th. Mom forgot it by a day.
Poor
She
guy.
forgot her own son's birthday. That
is so sad. I feel so sad that this happened to this man and his cat, one of his cats. So she forgot his birthday. So his birthday is, February the 9th. May he rest in peace.
That's what he's saying. That she was off by a day. That's what he meant by that.
Don't even do that, dude. You don't have to. If you want to record this, record me, record you. You have everything in this house that surveils me. And you know it.
Good question, Red Sequins.
Okay, let me see if I can get to the part where he does talk to me. Hang on. Bear with me. I'm looking. Am I a video off? Is it one more down? It's one more down, isn't it? This never fails. This always happens to me. Okay, so I thought it was that video. It is not that video. Again, it's an hour and 38 minutes of nonsense. Okay, so you're just sitting there observing him, shouting into the void, demanding for chief of police, demanding for this, demanding for that. It's not happening because it's not actually happening. None of this is happening. He's literally just screaming inside of his own house. Okay. Is this the one I'm thinking of where he turns the light on?
You know.
Yeah, that is actually true, Built to Spill. When we don't want our names in obituaries, you say left behind a son. Yeah, why didn't it say left behind a son, or anything similar to that? Why was the son just completely left out? Because I would kind of feel a way if my dad passed under unfortunate circumstances and his obituary, I was not even mentioned. Like, who would want to do that? But you said that What did she say again about it? Like was it her that not wanted the son in there, or the family didn't want the son in there? I have to go back over this. I gotta read this.
No, you have. You know you have.
No.
Okay, there you go. So you requested for your son and you to be left out for a reason. Okay, and what was that reason again? Because the paternity was being questioned by the family.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find where he actually addresses me, and I'm like a video off for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, because he was a minor. Is that? I guess that would be reasonable, but even if you're like a child, like I would still want my name in there. Like that is still my dad. Unless my dad doesn't want anything to do with me, then I could totally understand that.
I thought it was the fourth video. There it is. So sorry, guys. I have not looked at this account since 2020. Okay. The officers they asked me to go.
Brandon has ties to cartel. Corey asked, I do not associate with Brandon. Really? Okay, Corey ties to the cartel it is.
Go and look at some of the videos. They said write down any names that I recognize, anybody that I think that could contribute to anything. They asked me to go do all this. Okay. So I sat down, I went and looked at the videos, I sat and watched through everything. I sorted through what I can make of what was going on, gave my opinion, and went on and haven't heard a single thing since then. This is all what went down in 2020. Okay. Again, making something out of nothing. So here was the final message to me because I remember he turned the light on, he was walking around. All right, hang on. So this was his final message to me and his son. I'll go on ahead and let it play.
Live. I don't know how much time I actually have. Nobody does these days. As I just about try to take my life tonight. I realize that things have been said to the inappropriate people.
Okay, right there in that moment, he's talking to his family, not to me. That's the whole gay story thing. That's what he's talking about.
Reasons in which I can never be back in their life.
And now he's talking.
Okay, so Brandon's girlfriend is cartel and has a record out of Texas. Okay, what's her name then? I'm gonna look it up. What's her name?
About me and his son, just so you know.
Not now.
Good catch, Seamus. So yeah, you're not afraid about Brandon and his cartel ties. You're not afraid about Brandon's girlfriend that's cartel and has a record out of Texas. But for some reason you don't want to put a man's son's name, or just say, is survived by his son in an obituary. That sounds kind of peculiar to me. So this was something Corey physically asked from me before we broke up, not to put his son in his obituary. So how long ago would he ask that? Is this before or after 2016, specifically June 20th? Because this is now really weird. So in a span of over 4 years, let's say 4 years and 4 months, you're saying that the man asked you in person from before you guys broke up not to put his son in his obituary?
I'm doing a lot better than I was a little bit ago. I'm not doing great.
So how
And I
many
never
years before 2016 was
Every
that?
time things start going good in my life, I screw it all up. I lost my son and my girl because
I chose alcohol over everything in life. I lost my family because of alcohol and other things. I lost myself because I don't even know who I am. I've lost my own mother. Now, I've lost my father since I was 13. I've fallen hard. And my alarm's going off, telling me I have to get up and go to work. And the second that I leave this door, just know as well as I do what's about to happen.
Oh my God, this is so
I will
sad.
miss all of you. It's going to be a long time. I'm thinking it might be short because I got some money in my pocket. Okay, that pocket. I do need to get an attorney immediately. Immediately.
Okay, and that was pretty much his last words to me. Wow, that really hits different. A few years later, that's for sure. So those were his last words to us and to his family. I don't know what he's talking about when it comes to this whole attorney thing. I have no idea what this is in reference to. He was fired from his job earlier that morning. I don't know if there is any even truth to what he was saying in this clip just now. Again, I don't know what this attorney would be needed for if he was in fact let go that morning. So if he was fired, why would he need an attorney? Doesn't make any sense. Um, Again, this is all the way back from 2020 days. This is nothing that happened recently. This is nothing that happened within the week, the month, the year, nothing. This was from 2020, ladies and gentlemen. And wow, it's been another 2 hours just covering this content.
Yeah, how do you know he died after this? Well, the news report mentioned that there was a fire and 3 fire crews were called to Duquesne, Missouri, in and around 9:30 a.m. His alarm went off. I'm like, okay, this confirms that this was right before, because what time was he supposed to get to work? What, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning? So his alarm is sometime early in the morning. This is just really sad. This is really, really, really sad. But yeah, their video was removed. He didn't want to DIE. Then why didn't somebody help him? Help this man. If he still wanted to be there for his family, take care of himself for the EPO renewal, probably. Maybe, Seamus, that's actually a pretty good point. Maybe he wanted an attorney to remove that protective order against himself or his son, because if you were just coming in, there are 2 protective orders, one against him and Purple Glitter, and one against him and his son, because Purple Glitter put a protective order on both of them for this man right here, so he wasn't able to see his son for years and years and years. He needed the lawyer for the job he got fired from. What kind of job was he fired from? Because his obituary says that he was doing some sort of like factory job or something along those lines. Let me look it up again. I want to be very specific here. May he rest in peace. But it says that he was doing some sort of like, I don't know, what was it, like factory or manufacturing type of job. Yeah, he worked in the manufacturing industry as a general laborer. So wasn't he not able to get another manufacturing job as a general laborer someplace else?
That is crazy to me.
Yeah, why would you get a lawyer for a manufacturing job as a general laborer?
Um, okay, and I think that pretty
Industry?
much wraps it up for tonight. Um, you got to hear everything here first. As long as YouTube doesn't make me take this video down, this
Good night,
will
Marie.
remain up. Okay. Again, I'm sure you guys are very puzzled as to why it seems like the two of us are rushing back and forth to content here. And I'm sure Monty will still cover this tomorrow, but he didn't have any of this knowledge prior to going live tomorrow. He didn't know Jack Squat from Jack Squat.
Yeah, and you told me
Okay.
everything.
I don't even know how he was
So I
going to cover
appreciate
tomorrow when
you.
he didn't even know who he was covering. Okay.
Actually, at the
Um,
point at the
so
point I put up the name and everything, somebody had done the research. Shout outs to you. I won't give the name away, but somebody figured out what his YouTube channel was and everything else. So I was like, okay, I'll put up that I'm doing a stream tomorrow morning, and you jumped the gun. So you got ahead of it. But this was actually in poor taste on PG's part. You hear that, PG, since you're in the chat? Hey, vouching. Rest in peace, Corey. And I still can't believe you're literally in this chat right now after saying you're going no contact. So how can people believe you're going no contact when you can't even do that for freaking one day? Not even one day. What? When did she say this? 12 hours ago? You can't go no contact 12 hours ago. I wonder what other strange sock accounts you have, and you're going in my chat under, and I just don't know about it. And this is how you get your go-go juice. See what I did there? Go-go juice. This is how you get juiced up, because there's lots of accounts that come in here and I have no idea who they are, but I'm cool with it. Yeah, I would say, Dolores, you're right. Sounds like more like a lawyer for the protective order than for the job, especially since PG put a protective order on his son against him so he couldn't see his son. This 8 hours ago, yeah, and she was talking mad shit 8 hours ago, saying she's no longer gonna talk to me and this and that, no contact. But here you are, 8 hours later. Yeah, like this is okay. Anyways, man, what can I say about this? I'll finish this off and then I'm gonna be out of here. Then I got a lot of thinking to do and whatnot, because this is extremely strange, and this is actually very telling of what your intentions are and what your actions will be. That it's extremely different from your words.
well, sorry, I'm irritated. It's been a long day. That's all I'm going to say. I feel like I've covered everything I need to cover here. You watched it here with me first. You got the details firsthand. You have everything you need to know. As far as tomorrow, that is a whole different day. Will I be back tomorrow? I have no idea. It depends on if I wake up and if I have a voice or not. I've been talking for like 3 or 4 days straight. Surprised I haven't lost my voice yet, because I lose my voice very easily. So now you know the truth of the situation. Now you know that this was not a murder investigation. It never was a murder investigation. This was a suicide, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot reopen a suicide case. You cannot.
Yes,
It
you
was
can.
ruled as a suicide.
What are you talking about? Of course you can. Of course, you can reopen a unalive case. Yes, what? Jesus, the things that come out of your mouth is like talking about, oh yeah, if you're dormant on YouTube for a year, your videos get deleted. No, they don't. Oh my god, yeah. If there's new evidence, yeah, you can open up a suicide case, and it will be opened up because there's a wealth of evidence here.
Suicide, and it will stay as a suicide. And Monty, you will not make views off of my trauma. You will not do it. If anybody's going to explain it, it's going to be me, because it's my past and this is my life. You don't get to narrate it. You don't get to explain it. You don't get views off of it. You don't get anything just because you do me. I will tell the story the way I want it told because it is my past. And just because you're in girl world doesn't give you the right to cover whatever the hell you want. I'm sorry I've seen different lately. I'm sorry if I seem agitated and annoyed, and that's because I am. Because I have an angry hamster that I have to deal with every damn day trying to dictate my every move. He was to the point of using my trauma to gain views for him. There is something wrong in his head, ladies and gentlemen, if he thinks that's normal. That is not normal, ladies and gentlemen. He was streaming about a topic that he knew nothing about. I am the only one that knows the details of this content and the only one who can explain it to you. He had no right to do what he did, and I wasn't going to let him. Okay? Everybody, we all on the same page? We got it? We good? Great. So I'm sorry to end this stream on a sad note. Trust me, I would like to completely forget this ever even happened. But because of Monty, you can thank Monty for us being in this situation. Okay? Okay. So I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. We're not going to be going over this again anytime soon. Okay? Once I've covered this, I'm not covering it again. Okay? And there is nothing that Monty has to tell you tomorrow that is any different. All right? There's no pending investigation. There is no lieutenant coming out to tell me something about my past. There is no investigation.
I could have sworn that Lieutenant told her to stop contacting me, and that's why she stopped for a while, but she's back now. She got her go-go juice in her. She's back now and in the chat of all things.
There's no CPS coming to my house. None of this is happening, ladies and gentlemen. None of it. It is smoke and mirrors, and the sooner you learn that, the better off you are. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
OMG. All right. I don't know what to say to this. I really don't. Nope, nobody. I didn't say somebody was showing up. I said that there was gonna be a phone call, and that he was supposed to tell you to knock it off. So okay, well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know where we're gonna go from here, but we're gonna go somewhere. People, I still can't believe PG's in here under Messicow Incorporated. Today is a day, man. What can I say, people? I'm out of here. We shall see what happens next. But we are gonna be gone. And yep. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much. May Corey rest in peace. And may Corey have justice. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.